Trump has not declassified the JFK, Martin Luther King, and RFK documents as promised. Donald! It's been 3 days. Trump declassified the JFK files? Did he really? Wait, was he watching the stream? Bro! What? Trump just signed an order to declassify the RFK, JFK, and I'm gonna be real. I really want to know what happened with the MLK stuff. I think that this guy, like, I mean, it was pretty much like it's defined that the FBI was fucking with him, right? I mean, like, this is an acknowledged fact, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. We need to figure out exactly how much of that happened. Like, in my opinion, I think that we need to know exactly how much of that happened. George Bush, after Trump said he's going to declassify JFK, UFO, Epstein Island files, but didn't mention 9/11. Am I going to get away with it? Oh, shit. Nice. Saved, bro. We're good. Oh, shit. CIA hates this man? I guess so. Trump announced the declassifying of all JFK RFK files. The FBI just released the JFK files. Oh my fucking god. Wow. People say he's live. Okay, we'll go back.
Through the first one, please.
Do you want to?
Yeah, Mr. President, this is an executive order on
All right.
crypto. We're going to be. Oh, sorry, we're doing graph. Sorry, Mr. President, this is an executive order on AI. We're basically announcing the administration's policy to make America the world capital in artificial intelligence and to dominate and to lead the world in AI.
Do you want to say your name, your full name?
David
and
Sachs,
serial?
AI and Crypto Czar.
David is one of the greatest in the world at AI. Most respected, probably, there is.
Damn. All right. We're #1 for AI. That was easy. This is from yesterday?
So that
Is
should
it?
take us to
It
the
says
forefront,
live.
right?
Absolutely. We got to win.
Yeah, this says live. I don't think this is from yesterday.
Okay. Thank you. And this, David, is?
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
Holy shit. The crypto capital?
All right, David, that's for you. Thanks.
We're just the capital of everything now, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what's going on, right? There it is.
You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but they're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Thank you, sir.
And so is David. You have to check
Wow.
him out. There's nobody like this guy. They said, how did you get David Sachs? How did you do that? And he's doing it for the country more than anything else. So we appreciate it, David. Thank you very much.
This is an executive order establishing a presidential commission, an advisory commission on science and technology.
Good.
That seems pretty decent. Okay. Is this a repeat? No, this is all new. These are all new ones.
Do you want to explain that a little bit?
The basic idea is to get together top people from government, the private sector, technology, industry.
Yeah, he signed so
as
many,
well
people
as,
think it's new.
educational institutions, to make sure that America maintains its leadership position with respect to science and technology development in the years ahead.
Good.
There it is.
Great.
Next, sir, we have a presidential memorandum encouraging departments and agencies in your government, including the Department of the Interior, to promote federal recognition of the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina.
I love the Lumbee tribe. So this is their first big step, right?
This would be a huge step for them, sir.
Yeah, they were with me all the way. They were great. North Carolina, Lumbee tribe.
Who are they? Is that a Native American tribe?
Okay, you'll send them a copy of that?
Yes, sir.
They were great.
Native Americans? W. Great.
Okay.
If you'd like, I could get them that pen, sir, as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
A lot of Native Americans voted for Trump. Like a huge amount of them.
Next, we have a set of pardons for peaceful pro-life protesters who were prosecuted by the Biden administration for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Do you know how many?
I believe it's 23, sir.
23 people were prosecuted. They should not have been prosecuted. Many of them are elderly people. They should not have been prosecuted. This is a great honor to sign this.
He's right. This is an ad. Yeah. You can't prosecute the elderly. Yeah, they're too old. There it is. Well, shit.
They'll be very happy.
Why is he signing in a
They're all in
Sharpie?
prison now.
I don't know.
Some are out of custody.
It's ridiculous. Okay?
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades. And everything will be revealed. Okay? Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Man.
Okay, thank you very
Mr.
much.
President,
Man.
Mr. President, a U.S. judge temporarily blocks the birthright citizenship order. Do you have any reaction?
No, obviously we'll appeal it.
Well,
We'll put
a
it
promise
before
kept.
certain judge in Seattle, I guess, right? And there's no surprises with that judge.
Mr. President, Senators Collins and Murkowski have now said they will vote against Pete Hegseth. Are you worried about his confirmation and your reaction?
And no surprises there. It's too bad. You know, it's the way it is. Too bad.
And when would you adjourn Congress to make recess appointments, Mr. President?
Well, I'd take a look at that. I'd listen to John Thune.
It's
He's
too
doing
bad.
a fantastic job. We're moving along. The Democrats are trying to delay government, as they always do. They can't help themselves.
What about those drones?
Even John Ratcliffe, who's very, very strong.
Yeah,
very
what about them
popular,
drones?
and liked by the Democrats. I guess he gets a lot of Democrat votes.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking a long time, and it shouldn't be taking a long time. They're maxing everything out so they can delay everything as much as possible.
Does Senator Thune support an effort to use recess appointments if you choose to do
I'd
that?
be willing to use recess appointments. It's up to John, and we'll see.
Man,
John
that is
Thune's
crazy.
a great guy, great senator, knows his stuff inside out and backwards. But I would use recess.
I can't wait to see a
appointments
JFK
if
stuff.
He wants to do that.
Yeah, I want to know about those drones.
The Democrats are just delaying. They always delay.
Mr. President, you spoke with the Saudi Crown Prince yesterday.
Who?
The Saudi Crown Prince. How was the call?
Right.
They said $600 billion they're going to invest.
600. I'll ask him for $1 trillion.
You said you're going to ask for $1 trillion. Will Saudi Arabia be the first?
Oh, yeah, Saudi Arabia is investing $600 billion
They do that.
into us.
I would be glad to do that.
Yeah.
I did it, as you know, 4 years ago. We did $450 billion.
There we go.
Meaning the money all goes to American companies.
How about that?
They purchase
Yep.
jets and they purchase computers and everything else.
I mean, I feel like, yeah,
We did
it's kind of fair,
$450
right?
billion, and I guess we're at 600.
Look how much stuff we bought from them. All the oil.
And I'll see if I can talk him into it.
I don't think it is again. You showed great confidence in Steve Witkoff. Why you said that you doubt that the ceasefire in Gaza will hold since you appraised
What do you mean, why do you
I think
think?
he's great, but it's a very tricky place. It's very tricky. We'll see. And if something does happen, they will not be happy.
Sort of follow up on that one. In terms of Steve Witkoff, are you going to put him in
Okay.
charge of Iran strategy, and do you want him talking directly with the Iranians?
No, but he's certainly somebody I would use. He's done a fantastic job. He's a great negotiator. He's a very good person, a very popular person. Gets along with people. I have great negotiators. They have no personality whatsoever, and then I have some that do. Steve has a wonderful way about him, and people like him, and even in this case, both sides like him. and he was able to make a deal. That deal would have never been made without Steve. The Biden people couldn't make the deal. They were working on it for a year and a half. They couldn't make a deal. We got it done prior to the inauguration. We said it has to be before the inauguration. I mean, the deal should hold, but if it doesn't hold, there'll be a lot of problems.
Related to your AI, EO, just hours after you
What are these
made that
ads?
big Stargate announcement,
what it
Elon
is.
Musk tweeted that they don't actually have the money. Is that true?
I don't know if they do, but they're putting up the money. The government's not putting up anything. They're putting up money. They're very rich people, so I hope they do. And I mean, Elon doesn't like one of those people, so.
Are you worried that AI is going to replace
It's Sam.
many
He
American
hates
jobs?
Sam.
Does that worry you?
No,
And to be fair, Elon's right to not like Sam.
Also, create a lot of benefits medically.
Because Sam was being a
for
rat.
Cancer research and other things. It's going to have a huge positive impact. And, we want to be ahead of China.
Drama,
We're way
yeah.
ahead of China. David Sachs is one of the all-time experts. That people are amazed
Why?
that you just met him. Oh, he's still here. There he is. But,
Elon invested a bunch of money in
but one of the most
OpenAI,
respected
and then they made it
people
closed,
in
and
that
now
world.
Sam's talking
It's a
about getting
world.
money
It's
from
a
it.
whole different world.
And so he thinks that
And we're ahead of
his
China now
manipulation.
because of what I'm doing, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Sam Hyde or Sam Harris? No, Sam Altman. But all Sam's above too.
5% of GDP on defense.
Yeah.
The United States don't spend 5%.
Well,
Do you think
I
it
don't
should also
think so.
apply to the
Yeah,
United States?
all
We're
the Sam's
protecting
above.
them. They're not protecting us. We're protecting them. So I don't think we should be spending. I'm not sure we should be spending anything, but we should certainly be helping them. But they should up their 2% to 5%. Yeah.
Mr. President, you said earlier during your speech at Davos that you would like to see interest rates come down. How
Yeah.
much would you like to see them come down?
A
And
lot.
will you talk
I'd
with
like to see
Powell?
them come down a lot, and oil prices will come down. And when oil prices come down, everything's going to be cheaper for the American people and actually for the world, but for the American people. So I'd like to see oil prices come down. And when the energy comes down, that's going to knock out a lot of the inflation. That's going to automatically bring the interest rates down.
Are you worried that
Mr.
there's too much
President,
going
you
on?
said that you would
Are
demand
you worried that there's too much going on at once if you're trying to bring interest rates down, get the economy back going?
No, it just
There's
works
too much
that
going
way.
on.
It just economically works that way. When the oil comes down, it'll bring down prices. Then you won't have inflation, and then the interest rates will come down.
You said that you would demand that the interest rates come down.
Well, I would.
Do you expect
I
the
would put in
Fed?
a strong statement.
Do you expect
Uh-oh.
the Fed to listen to you?
Yeah,
Are you going to talk to Powell
Yeah.
about this and bringing the rates down?
at the right time, I would.
Sir, do you plan any of the people you pardoned that were participated in the January 6, 2021 attack? Do you plan to meet with any of them or meet
Oh,
with them?
geez, they're going into
I don't
that
know.
again.
I'm sure that they probably would like to. I did them something important, but what they did is they were protesting a crooked election. And, I mean, people understand that also, and they were treated very badly. Nobody's been treated like that, so I'd be open to it certainly. I don't know of anything like that, but I think they're going to meet in some of the congressmen, women want to meet. But I'd certainly be open to it.
Have you spoken to them since you issued the pardons?
I haven't spoken to any of them yet, but I know they're very happy.
Mr. President,
I gave them their life back. Their life was taken away from them
Yeah, I bet.
unnecessarily and unfairly. I gave them their life back, so I can imagine they probably would like to.
Mr. President, what did you mean when you said that Biden took bad advice and not pardoning himself yesterday?
Well, he did. I think he did because he pardoned all these people that are crooked as hell. Look, the congressmen, they're crooked. What they did is they destroyed evidence. When you destroy evidence, especially criminally like that, they did it criminally. And the reason they destroyed the evidence is because it proved that I was right. They didn't destroy evidence for no reason. They destroyed it because they found many documents saying that I offered 10,000 soldiers. If they had 500 soldiers or National Guard, there would have been no problem. If they had 200, that would have been. I offered 10,000 if they needed
That's
them.
a lot.
There would have been no problem. That's been now totally disproven. And it's also been disproven by Nancy Pelosi's daughter, who has her on tape saying it was her fault, that she has full responsibility for this. And they have all that stuff. They destroyed everything. And they go through a year and a half, 2 years of nonsense. They come up with tremendous evidence, and they destroyed evidence. And Schiff knew about it. That's why he's on there. He knew
National
all
Guard
about
for
the
peaceful
destruction of
protests,
evidence. A lot
so
of
they
people
stay
said
peaceful.
He's the one that got him to do it.
That's
and
the
he's
reason.
a crooked guy, totally crooked politician.
Yep.
And so he's pardoned, and some other people are pardoned, and these are crooked politicians, every one of them. Benny Johnson, what he did is incredible. I mean, he was the leader of the committee, and he did it. Cheney, crying Adam Kinzinger, all of them. They destroyed evidence and deleted everything. There's nothing. There's no evidence now. They're crooked politicians, and they should be punished. That's even in a civil trial, you go to jail for a thing like that. They destroyed every document, from what I understand, every document, because it proved that I was totally innocent.
Do you plan to send up to 10,000 troops to the southern border, sir?
Yeah. Oh, southern border?
Yes,
When
the
you
border.
say southern border, when I said 10,000 troops, I was referring to the capital.
Oh, I see. And when does that? When do you plan? When do you plan to do that?
10,000 troops for the capital before January 6th.
And as for the 1,500 at the southern border, sir, to clarify, what exactly do you want them to be doing right now?
Making sure that the border is safe and secure, and that criminals don't come into our country.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Do you think that
Obviously.
sanctions on Russia will force President Putin to negotiate?
I don't know, but I think he should make a deal.
Mr. President, does it bother you that Elon Musk criticized a deal that you made publicly, that he said that he tweeted that?
No, it doesn't. He hates one of the people in the deal.
Have you spoken to him since then?
No. I've spoken to Elon, but I've spoken to all of them, actually.
Yep.
No, the people in the deal are very, very smart people. But Elon
doesn't give a shit.
One of the people he happens to hate, but I have certain hatreds of people, too.
Sir,
Mr.
on China, what do you think Xi Jinping can do?
He says, yeah, they don't like each other.
Which
It is
one?
what it is.
Ukraine, Russia.
That's fine.
What can Xi Jinping do about that?
China?
Yeah.
They have a lot of power over Russia. They supply energy to Russia. And Russia supplies energy to them. They supply other things to, it's really a very big trade. It's a very big trading partner. But Russia
He's speaking so much
supplies a lot
common
of
sense. Yeah, I mean, of course
energy
they're not going to get along.
to China.
Yeah, he
China
knows about
pays
it.
them a lot of money for that, and I think they have a lot of power over Russia. So I think Russia should want to make a deal. Maybe they want to make a deal. I think, from what I hear, Putin would like to see me, and we'll meet as soon as we can. I'd meet immediately.
Hopefully.
Every day we don't meet, soldiers are being killed in a battlefield, and that battlefield is like no battlefield since World War II.
You said that Ukraine wants
And
to.
I have pictures that you don't want to see. Soldiers are being killed on a daily basis at numbers that we haven't seen in decades. And it'd be nice to end that war. It's a ridiculous war.
You said that Ukraine's ready to make a deal. Did President Zelensky tell you that personally?
Yeah, sure. He's ready to negotiate a
Yeah, it's a
deal. He'd
war.
like to
Yeah, it's
stop.
bad. It's really bad.
He's somebody that lost a lot of soldiers, and so did Russia. Lost a lot. Russia lost more soldiers. They lost 800,000 soldiers. Would you say that's a lot? I'd say it's a lot.
President, you said that you wanted to make Dr. King's dream a reality. What's your response to his children and civil rights leaders who say that your DEI orders are a contradiction of his dream and could further drive racial disparities?
Well, I haven't heard that.
Mr. President, you put the Houthis back on the terror list. How do you see the war in Yemen end?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
If they
I didn't hear
can
that. Who
shoot
said that?
down our ships, the Houthis?
Yes.
And you can't shoot down our ships or any ships, and that's what they've been doing. So they're on the terror list.
Oh, that's Luffy.
That's not good for them.
Yeah.
So why did you revoke security protections for former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Brian Hook?
Well, the same reason I did. When you have
Max block
protection,
build?
you can't
Yeah.
have it for the rest of your life. Do you want to have a large detail of people guarding people for the rest of their lives? I mean, there's risks to everything.
So would you support striking Iran's nuclear facilities?
Say it.
Would you support Israel, for example, striking Iran's nuclear facilities?
No.
Well, I'm
Or
not
do you
going to
believe
answer
in
that.
diplomacy?
Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question. We'll have to see. I'm going to be meeting with.
Why do they ask him
various
these like
people over the next
technical
couple of
military
days.
questions?
We'll see, but
Like he's just going to
hopefully
say
that
what
can
it's going to
worked
be.
out without having to
Who
worry
asked
about it.
that?
It would be nice. It would really be nice if that could be worked out without having to go that further step.
And who are you going to meet with?
Well, I'd rather not say that, but very high-level people. But hopefully that can be worked out. Look, Iran hopefully will make a deal.
What do you
And if
expect?
they don't make a deal, I I guess that's okay too.
And Mr. President, just to follow up, you said you think the Fed should listen to you. Can you elaborate on why you think it should?
With regard to interest rates?
Correct, yes.
Because I think I know interest rates much better than they do. And I think I know it certainly much better than the one who's primarily in charge of making that decision. But no, I'm guided by them very much. But if I disagree, I will let it be known.
So your tariffs plans for China and Mexico are much tougher, or the ones for Canada and Mexico are much tougher than the one for China. Why is it softer for China?
Well, China's already paying a lot of tariffs because of me. And when you add them up, I would say, they're paying a lot. They paid hundreds of billions of dollars.
Some of
They
these
never
questions
paid
are insane.
10 cents until I came along. When I came along, they pay hundreds.
They're really
they've
trying,
paid
man.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
When does Trump get his ice cream
Never
question?
paid anything. And so they've already started at a higher base.
Is February 1st the date for Chinese tariffs as well, sir? February 1, or was that just Mexico and Canada?
It's Mexico and Canada, but we're talking about China too. Look, China's sending us tremendous amounts of bad drugs, fentanyl, really bad stuff. Most of it comes through Mexico. And we're losing, I think, 300,000 lives a year because of that. People say 150, 100, 120. I think 300,000 lives a year. Those are old numbers. The lower numbers.
300,000 for fent? I feel like it's probably more, but or probably that's probably more than what it is, but still.
It was a deal that wasn't followed up by Biden, of course, where they were going to issue the death penalty to people that make fentanyl, and that would have stopped it. But we'll have to stop it with tariffs. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Man.
Let's go. Nope, guys, let's go.
Get the fuck out.
All right, so a live feed there from inside the Oval Office.
Wow.
The press having that access to watch the executive orders be signed. And
Kind of crazy that we just watched him sign that. Pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, the man keeps bringing home, this is some bacon. Hey, guys, he said we were going to get it. We got it. Do you think Trump showing what he will do, whatever he wants, regardless of controversy, is going to scare tactics inflation down? Or JFK going to make the cost of living go down? No, I don't think so. I think it's completely unrelated. But I think it's awesome that it's happening. I'm very happy about this. And I think also, I think based off of what the MLK files reveal, I do think that the FBI should make, if they reveal what I think that they will reveal, I think that the FBI and the CIA and whoever else was fucking with him needs to make like a formal apology and acknowledgement of it. Because I think that things like that, they create like a, and here's the reason why. They create a degree of like racial resentment that is completely unnecessary. And it should not exist. Yeah, they need to go to jail? Well, they're dead. They're all probably fucking dead. Let's be honest. It doesn't matter. It creates mistrust. Yes, exactly. Sorry, it creates absolute mistrust. Yes, they need to apologize. If it is what I think it is. Do you think the amount of redacted info into declassified files will make revealing to be pointless? I think there's a good chance that could be true, but we're going to have to wait and find out. Yeah, I have no idea. But I can see why people are, bringing it up, for sure. Should lead to structural change, more transparency? Yeah, it was the Nazis. Do you want to know what's really funny? Is that I think that there's a non-zero percentage chance that people that were Nazi sympathizers probably did work to undermine MLK and the government. I feel like there's a very, very good possibility that happened. Probably, yeah. I mean, a lot of people were positive towards the Nazis. Like, it sounds crazy, but they were, even in the U.S. I mean, I think Henry Ford is probably the most famous example, but there were a lot of grassroots support for it as well. Government hired Nazis, worked with the government. Yeah, I think this does deserve a formal apology to the families if it reveals what I think it does. This is incredible. Holy fucking shit. It's done. Wow. I don't even know what to say. This is one of those things that I kind of had, I was like, yeah, maybe he won't do this, right? But he did. There we go. Holy shit.